Welcome back. Let's head over to the Noonan Community Theater Company where Danny is with Paul Conroy.
Okay, Gino, we are here at the Noonan Community Theater Company. I have Paul Conroy. How are you?
Good. How are you, Danny?
I'm well, man. Thanks for being on the show once again.
My pleasure.
It was the second time, third time?
Third, I think.
Third
time.
And you, I mean,
so, like
your stock.
now.
Yeah, your stock has gone
up.
You're signing a lot of signings.
Yeah.
Man, well, we're here. We're here at the big. Is this the main stage?
This is the main stage. We have this, and then we have the Black Box Theater too. This is the big space. This is the main stage.
And you guys have a lot going on.
We have a lot going on. We have.
Where do we start?
I guess we start where we are now. We just started our first week of Kids Camp, which is a program for kids 5 to 12. We're doing 6 weeks of that this summer. All different themes. This week is Circus Week. So we have a whole bunch of kids running all around.
I walked in and I'm seeing kids with big noses, and just children are everywhere. But they look like they're really
they have a lot of fun too, and they learn a lot of stuff too. And then this year too, we're doing some middle school workshops for the first time starting next week for a little bit of older kids in the afternoon. They're going to learn stagecraft.
What's the age group there?
It's like 11 to 14, so it's a little older than that. And they'll be doing some set construction and lighting and a little more intensive stuff.
Right.
The kids this week do shows and stuff.
Now the camps go, Paul, they go how long?
All the way to the end of July. We have the week of 4th of July off. We're not doing a camp then because we figured everyone's going to be around.
Can't blame you.
We'll be around though.
Now, tell me about what are the children doing here?
I mean, they learn where most of them have not done theater before. They learn basic theater techniques, facing the audience and how to project their voice and create a character. A lot of them, the full day kids, actually create their own scripts. So they actually write their whole script that they'll perform Saturday morning.
Nice.
And they create their characters and all sorts of those different things. So, I mean, they really learn all of the basics of theater.
And you have, we were speaking earlier in rehearsal.
Yeah.
We were speaking of a magic week, I guess, that you'll be
having. That's coming up right. It's whenever it is in July, and it's right before the last Harry Potter movie comes out.
There we go. That'll be a big one.
It's going to be a big one, with wizards and all sorts of stuff like that.
And this is how many weeks?
6 weeks total. So we're in the first week. 5 more taking the 4th of July week off.
And if I know Gina's girls would love
that's
doing
right.
this.
Yeah,
how do we get this
all of the information's on noonantheater.org, or they can stop by if anyone wants to stop by during the day. We have people here obviously starting at 9 in the morning till 5 at night, and they can come by, check out the camp and the theater, get a registration form, see the kids in action kind of thing.
Perfect. There you go. Now let's talk about shows.
Okay. We got.
I know we are on the main stage.
We are on the set for. It's a show with a little bit of unusual title, but it's a really great show. It's called You're in Town, and it's not You're in Town. It's You're in Town.
You're in Town.
You're in Town, and it won a whole.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go there.
It won a whole bunch of Tony Awards in like 2001, 2002. It's a really funny musical. It's the hardest dancing musical we've probably ever done. There's not a single vulgar thing about it, so it's really appropriate for all ages. It's actually about a town in the not too distant future where there's been such a severe water shortage that there are no more private bathrooms. And there is one corporation that controls all of the bathrooms.
Really?
And so what they do is they've raised the cost to use these bathrooms to the point where finally all of the common folk have to revolt against this corporation and try and overthrow them. It's really funny, and the music is great. That starts on July the 7th and runs through the 10th.
All right.
And then the same cast, the same 17 people, while they're rehearsing that, they're rehearsing William Shakespeare's Love's Labour's Lost, which is a really funny show, and we're doing that outside.
The cast is very busy.
They are very busy as the rest of us are here. And those are both in July, so by the end of July, they'll have done a full-scale musical and a full-scale Shakespeare. Wow. So it's just nonstop.
Busy times. Now, I know as we keep going through the summer and to the fall, you've got, shows are pretty common.
We do, because we have the 2 theaters, we do a show a month. So we have one that starts the end of August on the main stage. I'm directing that one. It's a really funny show called 20th Century. It's an old, 1930s style screwball comedy that takes place on a train kind of thing. So that's really funny. And then in the Black Box, we have a show called Speech and Debate, which is about a scandal that's at a high school. It's a little darker, it's a little more serious, and that has a cast of only 4 people. So if someone wants, so there's always something. If you want to come see a comedy, we'll have that, and then you don't have to wait long if you want to see a drama, and then we'll do a musical very soon thereafter.
You've got improv?
We have improv. We actually have a Nitwit show coming up in June, and they've actually been so popular this year, they've oversold the main stage. We've had to add seats for every single one of their shows, and their shows are only $5.
All right,
So
that's a great. I did some. I went to the Whole World Theater.
Okay.
And did that program for a summer. That is
Yeah.
a fun.
It's a fun thing, and if people just want to come, it's audience interactive. It's $5, which is, I mean, cheaper than a matinee
Yeah.
movie now.
Absolutely.
So it's a cheap date night out. Go
It
to
is.
dinner in the square and then come down here.
Yes, indeed. And all this information is on the website.
NoonanTheater.org. All of it's
Yes.
there. You can buy your tickets. You can register your kids for kids camp. All the dates for the shows all the way through May of 2012 are already up there. And I mean, if you have questions, you can email me or 100 other people on there.
I tell you, just seeing this group blossom. I mean, it seems
Yeah.
like the last few years, this theater has just taken off.
We're really growing and expanding. And I mean, the thing a lot of people don't understand too is that we're 100% volunteer. None of us are salary or paid whatsoever. And it's not just the performers, it's people. Some people just like to come and work in the office.
It's your passion.
It's our passion.
That's
But
right.
I mean, if there's someone who says, you know what, I want to volunteer with something around, maybe they like a little bit of theater, they want to come and, usher, they can see a show for free, or they just want to come and do some paperwork. Anything that anyone wants to do, we can get you working, doing something, and people can sign up to volunteer on our website too.
There you go. And the facility, you rent the facility
We
out?
rent the facility, yep,
right.
for parties,
yeah.
weddings, other theater
Beautiful,
groups.
beautiful facility too.
It's nice. It's nice. And we have, our lobby has just been redone in the past couple years,
Right.
and sometimes people have meetings in here, or church groups use us. So birthday parties, holiday, anything that you want, we're more than happy to accommodate. We have a full kitchen, so
There you
I
go.
mean, we're at home here. So
There you go. And the website one more time?
NoonanTheater.org.
There you go. Paul, thank you again for
Thank you,
being on
Dan.
the show.
My pleasure,
Come back
anytime.
anytime. Man, again,
Thank
I'm
you.
very impressed
Thanks.
with what you guys
We'll work
have
hard.
here. Wonderful, wonderful time. A lot of good things going on here at the Noonan Community Theater
That's right.
Company. That's right.
It's
You
us.
got to make sure you say company.
Company.
Hey, I'm going to throw it back to you.
Thanks, Danny. Y'all stick around. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
Mondays on OWN.